Hey all, welcome to my channel. So I'm making video after many days, like 4 or 5 days. I don't take so much gap, but because of having some health issue, I had fever, so I had to stop making videos for some time. So now finally I'm back with my new video because I don't like to skip making videos. I love it and get connected with you because you all are like my family and friends, and I really enjoy making video. So today we are continuing our series of 7th Lord of Divine chart placement in the D9 chart. Okay, so today we are taking 9th house. Before we get started, please subscribe my channel. Also don't forget to follow me on Instagram so that you will also receive more astrological updates. Okay, so and if you want to take my personal consultation, you can check the link in the description. Okay, and don't forget to read my articles in the website that I have opened. So why it is very important to understand what is the placement of the 7th Lord of a Divine chart in D9 chart, because no matter what is the placement of the 7th Lord in the Divine chart, but its placement in the D9 chart will actually determine how your married life is going to be. If it is not well placed in the Divine chart, you may face relationship issues at first, but marriage will be fruitful, or you may get problems in getting married, problem in finding partner, but once you get married, married life is going to be best. If it is not well placed in both the Divine chart and D9 chart, then it can create issues. Okay, so that's why it is very important to understand, and then only we will be able to do the remedies. Although whatever is written in destiny, that will happen and we cannot change it, but by doing the remedies, by trusting on God, at least we can get one hope that God is with us and nothing wrong will happen with us. Okay, so that is the purpose of remedy. The purpose of remedy is not to change our destiny, but the purpose of remedy is to get the blessing of God, so that God can decide what is best for us, because God and destiny knows what is the best for us and what we deserve. Okay, and now what happens when it is placed in the 9th house? Okay, so this is very amazing placement. First of all, now 7th Lord tells about your spouse, your marriage, relationships, partnerships, business in general. Okay, how are you going to form your relationships with other people? Like if it is afflicted, not only your love relationship, but any relationship that you may form with other people may not be very fruitful for you. Okay, so but generally what it shows, spouse and partner only. Okay, your spouse is shown from your ultimate spouse, the one who is made for you, the one you are destined to be with, is seen from the 7th house. Okay, not other partners, only your destined partner. The affliction, non-affliction will show what will happen in relationship in general, or the kind of partner you attract, but ultimately it only shows your spouse. So when it goes in the 9th house, it is very amazing placement, because 9th house of the D9 chart shows what is the destiny of your marriage. Okay, where is your marriage going to take you? How are you going to progress in your life after marriage? It also shows what karma from the past you are bringing, the luck that you are bringing from the past life. Will your spouse be lucky for you? Will your spouse bring luck in your life, wealth in your life, or by the entry of your spouse in your life will transform, or some good or bad events may occur. So basically the fortune, the fame, the karma and the luck that your spouse will bring in your life is shown from the 9th house of the D9 chart. Okay, so it is very important, because the whole luck, the destiny of the marriage of your life is dependent upon the ninth house. It also shows the kind of partner you desire, your value system, or your religious beliefs, your principles, your dharma, how much dharmic you are, and how much you are on the walking on the right path, how much desire you have to walk on the right path, to follow the spiritual religious principles in your life, and to follow the right principles. Okay, so planets placed there, the sign that sits there, and the lord placement of the D9 chart becomes important. Okay, so we have to see all these things. Now, when seventh lord is placed there, firstly it shows your spouse is going to be very intelligent, is going to be a person of higher morals, ethics and principles. No matter what is the religion of your spouse will have very high principles regarding that. Okay, well, and will be very traditional, orthodox can also be, and is very much believes in his or her culture, and family oriented person, religious person. Depending upon the planet, may have his own religious beliefs, or may believe what is given in his or her religion. Okay, if if seventh lord of D1 also becomes the eighth lord and sits in the ninth house, it can show that religious transformation may happen for your spouse after marriage or for you after marriage. Okay, but whatever may be the situation, you both are going to follow the right path, and that dharmic path, the religious path that is given by your own religion, okay, or your spiritual beliefs. But it shows that your house is strong. It also gives desire to get into relationships from the very early age. Okay, you really want to have partnership and relationship, but you have your own desires or expectations from your partner. Like expectations from partner increases, it also shows long distance relationship or meeting someone while traveling, okay, or in college or in university, through education, or through social media. Okay, so these are some things. But spouse is going to be very intelligent, fortunate, lucky, loyal and devoted towards you, and luck will suddenly rise after marriage. Okay, so these are the things that we have to see here. Now what happens when the planet like sun actually sits here? See, sun is a planet which has high morals and principles, and when it comes in the house of Jupiter, that is the ninth house, it shows that the person, whatever belief system the person follows, or whatever belief system the person has, the person is very rigid about that. Okay, like they will never surrender to their desires. They have strong control on their desires. They can become head or leader of a religious institution, or because of the religion, because of their high morals or principles, they may be worshipped, or highly educated researcher, or someone who really has interest in philosophy, religion, and someone who has knowledge, and the person shares the knowledge and is respected for that knowledge. It shows dominating spouse. Now your spouse may be the person, whatever your spouse may believe, okay, your spouse will not listen to you. Like he will want that you listen to your spouse and believe, because your spouse will think that he is right, he is saying the right thing. Here sun is not going to impose his belief upon you. He is just saying that this thing is right. Your spouse will try to dominate you. Okay, it is like your spouse won't listen to you, that you what you are saying, if it's not in Pisces or in water sign basically. In fire sign, earth sign, it makes the spouse more rigid. So your spouse will be like, whatever I'm saying, my beliefs are right. So yeah, if there can be arguments or something like that between your spouse and the gurus or the teachers, okay, but your spouse will always want to be leader. Here it also shows you want to marry someone who holds higher status than you in the society, okay. You want a partner who is self-dependent, dependent upon himself, not somebody else. You want an educated partner and someone who never surrenders to his or her desires, someone who has high morals principles, and someone who follows his or her principles very properly, okay. So you want to marry someone who is like that, okay. Now if it is moon, so moon is a motherly planet, caring, nurturing planet. It comes in the ninth house, which actually makes your spouse more emotional, okay. Emotional ups and downs may occur. Your spouse may be like always in the need of having emotional support from you, always in the need of that you understand your spouse's emotions, okay. It also shows that you may meet your spouse while traveling or while pursuing any hobby. Here, one thing you should understand that don't like let your spouse control you by his or her emotions. Little bit you will have to be practical, but here you want to have a partner who can help you in your spiritual journey, religious journey, okay, can help you to grow, can help you to learn, who is just like you in your path, okay, can walk with you, okay. Otherwise the relationship will not be very smooth, because you will want to have that kind of partner who has that high value system, high belief system like you, because now in the ninth house your spouse really has very high morals, okay. Someone who believes something that is having the high principles like religion or spiritual practices, okay. So that's why you want a partner who can support you in that and is not different from you, but emotional, nurturing, caring spouse, okay, and very deep emotional connection between you both. You also want a spouse who is able to satisfy you emotionally. Maybe you would have not got that emotional support earlier in your life, and you want a spouse who may support you in that. You will want a spouse who may help you in that particular thing, okay. So now if your seventh lord is Mars, okay, maybe Aries or Scorpio, whatever sign it may be. So, and whatever placement may be in the D1 chart, it goes in the ninth house of the D9 chart, okay, where seventh lord going in the ninth house. So firstly, when Mars is in the ninth house, these people are very much rigid in their beliefs, okay. Mars is a planet that is very straightforward, okay. So your spouse will be a person who will be very straightforward about what they desire, okay. Even you are a person who has some criteria, like you need this kind of partner, and if you don't get, like, you're not going to marry somebody else, okay, and you are going to fight against it. If people would say to you that you should not be like that, you will fight and you will start explaining to them about what you think regarding that. You are a person who needs a spouse who can have adventure with you, okay, and you love to share ideas, and passion is very important for you in the relationship, like someone who helps you to raise your vibrations, someone who helps you to become spiritual or help you in the spiritual journey through actions, okay, because Mars is action, so that is your desire, okay. And Mars is good in ninth house, which is the Trikona house, so yes, it helps to increase your wealth status and also helps you to gain land properties and all after marriage. So this is a good placement for Mars, as it is in the Jupiter's house, okay. But you want a spouse who can have equal passion with you, like adventure, traveling, and that passion spark in the relationship you really want to have, okay. Your spouse is going to be very dominating for you firstly, and you may also have multiple relationships before marriage, okay, for some people one or two, I mean to say. And your spouse is going to be a little bit of argumentative when it comes to talking about religion, like your spouse would say whatever I'm saying is right, okay, what you are saying is not holding any sense, or like they will be love to they would love to debate with you regarding the religious matters, or regarding um, something that holds high values or education knowledge about philosophy, or having a debate. So you may and your spouse may have debate regarding spiritual things, religious things, or something that requires higher knowledge, higher wisdom. But definitely your spouse will help you to learn through actions. Okay, actions is very important, and someone who is equally passionate like you. So and your spouse will also be very energetic, and in a very good education and logical, practical. Okay, you here think by your logic rather than too much getting into emotions. Now if it is Venus, so Venus is a planet of love, beauty, and it is well placed in the ninth house. See, Jupiter sign. Jupiter is enemy of Venus, so we say that Venus is not very good here. See, Venus is a planet of what? About beauty, romance, and all that. When it comes in the house of Jupiter, we say here the expectations of love of the native comes with religions and spirituality. Here, the native never desires to have that type of romance that people nowadays have, like that mere dating or being in casual relationships. Native here desires to have a soulmate. Okay, native wants to have a soulmate, a partner with whom he can progress in his spiritual journey, a true love. Okay, a true love that never ends, a true love that is purely from the soul, and only that one partner, only that person who may or may not be romantic, but is having Jupiterian qualities. No matter whatever sign is placed here, but still your partner will you will desire to have a partner who holds high principles, high morals, who believes in God, who is God fearing, and who is very loyal. No matter how they look, or how are they financially, or whatever, for you what is important is someone who is God fearing, religious, and someone who helps you to learn, someone who helps you in a spiritual journey, someone who is basically a religious and spiritual spouse. Okay, so education and religious spirituality is what you search in your spouse. It also shows romance will be there in the marriage. You both will love each other, beautiful looking spouse, and someone from other culture or other country can meet through traveling. So for Venus, this is a good placement. Ninth house is a good placement, which also increases love for other culture for you. So your spouse will be devoted and loyal for you. So this is a very good placement for Venus to be. Okay, now if it is Mercury, so Mercury is a planet of communication, logic, media, and it's a childish planet, and it's a prince, and it rules Gemini sign. Here it sits in a ninth house. Firstly, your interest in education and learning increases. It makes you curious. Now Mercury is ruling your spouse. Your spouse will be very youthful and will be a very curious person who would love to gain knowledge, love to study, love to gain more knowledge, especially regarding religion, spirituality, philosophy. No matter what they study and what is their educational background, it doesn't matter. They will want to gain that spiritual kind of knowledge, and the sign will also matter. So see the sign. So like it's just a Gemini sign. They would love to basically communicate about anything, or especially it can also be about like per any kind of hobby, or any literature or arts media. It is possible that your spouse may also be interested to talk about that. So sign may also matter, but highly communicative spouse. Also, you will want a spouse who is communicative. Okay, so here it shows a good communication, especially the communication will be about religion, spirituality, and sharing ideas and learning together, something that would help both of you to learn. It also shows that you and your spouse may have career together on social media or something you both can do online. Okay, meeting your spouse through social media, high chances, or through traveling, while traveling, or through friends, there are chances. Okay, your luck will rise after marriage. Okay, your communication skills will change after marriage. So Mercury will make you more communicative, and also it shows that your spouse will teach you how to maintain balance, how to be stable, and how to use intelligence and logic in different aspects of life. Now if it is Saturn, so Saturn is a planet of delay. Saturn is a planet that teaches us something. Okay, no matter how much strong it is, the task of Saturn is to teach us. We all come in this world to learn something. Every birth that is happening is transforming our soul, and one step we are moving forward. Like we go to school, and every year we are promoted to other class, like upper class, first grade, second grade, third grade. So this way we progress. Same way each birth is making our soul go upwards or progress. Okay, so this is what Saturn has to teach to each and every individual. Okay, so no one can be very happy, no one can be very sad. So when it goes in the ninth house, firstly your spouse will act as a teacher, as a strict teacher, will give you that type of lessons that you may feel that is not in your favor. You may feel that I'm not happy with this person, but your spouse is actually coming to teach you something. Your spouse is teaching you something that only Saturn can teach you. Okay, so sometimes Saturn is very important to teach us something, because without the lessons of Saturn we won't learn it. So that's why your spouse is going to do it. Your spouse will be very disciplined, loyal, devoted, and also help you in your spiritual journey. Here your spouse is going to be spiritual, or later in life your spouse can become spiritual. Okay, see, marriage is not going to happen very early for you. You are also a person who thinks practically, okay, and use logic everywhere. You're not too much driven by emotions. Obviously you need that emotional support. You're not too much driven by emotions, so you have, like, you can wait for a long time for getting the right partner. Okay, because you want that right person who is made for you. You are not the person who can date anyone or go with anyone. Okay, you are a person who wants to have the right partner, and you can wait for that partner. Okay, what you want in the relationship? You want in the relationship is that duty, commitment more than romance, and someone who holds the high values. Okay, and someone who is ready to be devoted to you, serve you, that you want in the relationship, and a spiritual person. Okay, so this is more important for you than looks or something else. So now if it is Jupiter, so Jupiter is really your seventh house goes in the ninth house, which is its own sign, and own house. I mean, sign can be anything. So here firstly Jupiter is going to bring so much blessing for you, like your luck will increase after marriage. Okay, suddenly after marriage luck will start coming to you. You will focus more on your personality, you'll focus more on your looks, and you may travel, your communication, and your spouse will help you also to focus on your hobby. If your relationship with your younger siblings or neighbors was not good earlier, okay, here Jupiter will help you to make your relationship better with other people. See, your intelligence will rise. Jupiter is a calm planet, a mature and a wise planet who doesn't like to firstly indulge in any kind of fights or something like that, because Jupiter is a guru. A guru has to be calm and composed, then only that person can become a guru. Okay, so now the qualities of guru will come into you, and who is going to bring that for you? Your spouse. Okay, you'll be very much influenced by the personality of your spouse, like how your spouse is so calm, composed, wise and mature person, so that thing is going to influence you a lot. Okay, so here you both are going to deal with the problems of marriage very wisely, okay, without indulging into fights or arguments. Here also shows mature religious and spiritual spouse, someone who is very God fearing and religious, who loves to pray, loves to do rituals, and loves to go to temple or any religious place. So here the person really loves to pray to God and connect more and more with God, although the person will also have the desire for getting material success, material wealth, but that uh, the path towards or the desire towards spirituality will be there in your spouse. Okay, and also later in life you and your spouse both can together go into spirituality, and after your marriage your luck will rise suddenly. Okay, suddenly money will start coming to you, your job will become good or career success, and your health will improve. So now Jupiter will expand the luck. Now sign also matters. If it is debilitated or an enemy sign, so it can bring some obstacles, but later if your karmas are good, Jupiter will definitely help you to get success in life. Okay, also no matter you are male or female, you need to respect your spouse like a guru. It shows like in the past life your spouse was your guru, not like your teacher only. Maybe your spouse be having any relationship with you, but in general your spouse was like a teacher to you who taught you something in the past, and they are coming here to help you to complete that journey of learning something. So this is what it shows. Okay, so now it's a very good placement to be with the Jupiter in the 5th house, Jupiter in the 9th house. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye bye.